Hey guys, it's Beardy from Intelligence here, and I got a quick question for you. You ever been in a situation where there were girls you would have liked to have talked to, but some insanely charming guy was stealing all their attention, leaving you on the sidelines as a humble spectator? Show of hands, show of hands. Okay, gentlemen, put your hands down. We've all been there before, and that's why in today's video, we're gonna show you exactly how to be charming without trying, so you can be that annoyingly charming dude and get all the attention you deserve. And if you really wanna know how to be charming, stay tuned till the end of the video, because we're gonna show you that one thing arrogant guys do that they think is charming, but is actually a total turnoff.
Number 5, expect greatness. Fellas, if you've ever wondered how to get a girl to like you, being devastatingly charming is probably one of the most effective approaches you're gonna find. So here's step 1 to being so friggin' lovable that nobody will be able to ignore you. Think about this for a second. There are some famous and successful men out there with incredible women by their sides. But let's be honest, the fact that they're rich and famous probably has a lot to do with their success with women. But then there are those few gems who, take away their fame and fortune, you can still guarantee would be really successful with women. Think of guys like Will Smith, Chris Hemsworth, or Robert Downey Jr. These guys know how to attract women without even knowing they're doing it. And the reason that guys like them are so attractive is because they're so flawlessly positive by nature. Here's why this works so well. It's a fact of life that you're not going to hear anywhere else. A person's attitude about their life and future prospects has a significant influence on what they experience. This is why the world's leading economists study the Consumer Confidence Index. They know that people's attitudes and expectations about the future are actually strong predictors of how they'll behave today. On some level, we all know this, and that's why we tend to naturally gravitate towards positive people. It's because we expect good things to come from positive people, and if we stay close to them, hopefully some of that will rub off on us too. It's one of the most important things women find very attractive, and it's step 1 to being the most charming dude in the room. Number 4, smile more, smile right. We can't talk about how to be charming without discussing the obvious. Showing off your pearly whites is the most effective way to be terribly attractive without even trying. And with your newfound positive outlook on life, you'll be smiling a whole lot more. But there are ways to epically fail with this simple endeavor. The first is that fake smiling is almost worse than not smiling at all. And that's because fake smiling is actually quite creepy. Fake smile can always be detected. If the upper half of your head, like your eyes, eyebrows, and forehead, don't move and reflect what your mouth is doing, it's a fake smile, and everybody knows it. When a person is genuinely smiling, their eyes will narrow, which usually creates adorable little crow's feet at the side of their eyes, and their whole face reflects what they're feeling. Now, here's the other problem. Even if your beautiful, beaming soul is smiling like the morning sun, if your most sincere smile is tainted by coffee-stained bagel grinders, it's not gonna matter how heartwarming your eye dimples are. But not to sweat it, because today's sponsor, Olly, has the perfect teeth whitening solution for you. With their transformation kit, you can greatly improve your smile, from the mediocre smile of an overworked post office employee to the powerful, energetic smile of a kid in a candy store. Olly's teeth whitening strips are really easy to use, safe for sensitive teeth, and produce desired results fast. And with their flexible and affordable subscription plans, it's just too easy not to take advantage of. So if you want to have a smile that will bring out your charm, click the link in the description box and use code MAN to get an awesome discount. Number 3, turn off and tune in.
But Kay, what exactly do positive guys do that's so attractive?
Beardy, that's a great question. Have you ever wondered how to make a girl crazy for you?
Yeah, like every single day, Kay?
Well, here's one of the tricks to get girls to chase you. We've said it before, but you probably weren't listening. So here it goes again. Be an active listener.
Huh? Did you say something, Kay?
Yeah, Beardy. I said... forget it. Fellas, active listening is super simple if you follow these steps. The first and most important thing you can do is to turn off your dang phone. Hello? At least silence the abominable distraction and put it in your pocket. Because silencing your phone, facing the girl who's talking to you, and giving her your undivided attention is a simple and guaranteed method to build an instant connection. And the second most important part of being super positive and charming is responding with something positive and affirming. Repeating key words or phrases is a textbook method to show someone you're actively listening to what they're saying. And by doing so, you're showing her that you both respect and understand her, which, fellas, I think you can see is one of the items that instantly makes you more attractive to women.
Hey guys, there's a super important catch to all this effortless charm you need to know about, so don't forget to hang in there till the end of this video. Otherwise, you'll run the very real risk of becoming a clown, and nobody wants that, so stay with us. And let's get back to the last 2 items on our list.
Number 2, be self-aware, dummy.
So now that you know how to be a source of positivity and an engaged and active listener, you want to know how to get your crush to like you? As Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, a great man is always willing to be little. The thing is, men have big egos. It's a fact of life. Learning to keep that ego in check is what will separate you from the rest, and a little bit of humility goes a long way in creating an attraction and a good lasting impression. Here's why. Nobody is perfect. Sorry, nobody but Kay is perfect. So if you carry yourself in a way that you're immediately isolating yourself because you're not relatable, if you're striving to be perfect, you might as well be an alien species from another planet because none of us Earthlings can measure up to your standards. You're not perfect. Nobody is. So how do you practice humility and keep your ego out of outer space? Well, the really charming guys who do it the best have a high level of self-awareness, and that means being aware of not just your strength, but also your flaws too. And the best way to take that self-awareness and magically transform it into charm is to regularly laugh at yourself. Openly admitting your flaws and laughing at yourself instantly disarms even the most skeptical critics, and it's proven technique for making your crush fall for you.
Number 1, got grit?
So Kay, what you're saying is just be super nice and smile a lot and be positive, and everyone will love me.
Beardy, let me clarify one super important point. Acting like a super charming dude isn't the same thing as actually being a charming dude. Simply being positive and humble and smiley without the charisma. Well, we hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're just gonna be found out as a phony, a charlatan, a gosh darn poser. As charming and handsome as Keanu Reeves is in real life, he could definitely whoop your butt if he had to. Because you can't just be shiny and candy-coated on the outside without the mind-blowing, delectable nougat on the inside. Because without the grit, you're just another nice guy. And you know we're always saying, don't be the nice guy. So in pursuit of being intoxicatingly charming, make sure you don't lose your awesome, badass self in the process.
Guys, there's one thing in particular that truly separates the incredibly charming dudes from the rest of us. Have you ever wondered how to be more confident? Well, here it is. Really charming men never exhibit this one character flaw, hating. Now, you stumbled across this truth before, but what you haven't heard yet is why. The reason you won't catch charming guys wasting their energy putting others down is because they know better. Think about it. Hating requires negative language, which requires negative thoughts, which produce negative body language, and all of which is, you guessed it, really unattractive. So while some guys think putting others down is a way to pump themselves up, what they're actually doing is showcasing their insecurities. And it's not very charming, is it?
Fellas, those are the 5 ways to be charming without trying and get all the girls. And don't forget to hit that link in the description below to get whiter teeth today. Thanks for watching.